Hello, sacred witnesses. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Sybil, and it is an honor to have you here. And thank you. I appreciate every one of you who are returning. Today's reading is a little bit different. We have 6 affirmations. These affirmations carried me through some of the darkest seasons of my own life. And whenever I felt overwhelmed, disconnected from myself, or even uncertain of the road that I was on, I would return to them. And so today we're going to let Spirit kind of speak through each one of the affirmations. Those affirmations are: I have a right to feel the way I feel. I will not judge myself. I am worthy. I am whole. I am sovereign. And I am free. So I'm going to just set aside, you know, the day, kind of shake off the dust from our feet, right? And let's see what Spirit wants to reveal, because I pulled these 6 cards. And in card 1, right, we have the brown bear spirit. It's take a step back. I have a right to take that step back. Sometimes we become so immersed in what we are experiencing that we lose sight of the bigger picture, right? We begin reacting instead of observing. And we become kind of tangled in our emotions instead of really listening to what Spirit is trying to tell us. And Spirit isn't asking us to suppress our feelings. They're not asking us to judge our feelings, right? They're asking us to become a sacred witness, a witness of our own experience. And the brown bear teaches us that there is wisdom in stillness, because this has been a slow process, right? We have the turtle spirit here. Slow and steady wins the race. So the bear spirit teaches us that there's wisdom there. And before every season of growth comes a season of reflection. It is what brings clarity, right, to our decision. So if we've been feeling overwhelmed, anxious, frustrated, uncertain, taking that step back, we realize there is nothing wrong with us. There is nothing wrong with you. Spirit is simply asking you in this place to pause long enough to hear what your heart has been trying to say all along. Because your feelings are not your enemy. They're messages. They're messages. And in that stillness, when we take that step back, we honor those messages. We honor those feelings. And then we respond from a place of wisdom, knowing we are protected. So we have a right to take that step back. Then we have card number 44. This is Panther Spirit. It's reclaiming your power. It is where we are asked not to judge ourselves. I will not judge myself. I will reclaim my power. I reclaim my power. Panther spirit, when you think about a panther, right, how often are they really seen? They're almost considered a myth now. How often are they really seen? They move silently. They're quiet. They avoid the crowds. They avoid the noise. They move between the words, right? In that silence, in those pauses. And they don't need permission. They don't need approval, validation. A panther, they're not like other cats, right? Cats in the wild, lions and tigers. They're a more solitary creature, but they move with power, with stealth, because they know who they are. And so many times we surrender our power because we keep measuring ourselves through someone else's eyes. We criticize ourselves. We wonder if we're enough. And Panther Spirit, when we take that step back, the Panther within says, what if you have been powerful this whole time? What if you've been powerful all along? Because real power doesn't come through controlling others. It comes through mastering ourselves, from trusting our intuition. Oh, is that my battery? Please no. Let me see. Sorry about that. No, okay. Sorry about that. It comes through trusting our intuition. From honoring our truth. This is a place where we absolutely refuse to abandon ourselves simply because someone else doesn't understand our path, right? Today, I feel like we are being reminded to, to stop standing in judgment of ourselves, right? The last person we need judging us is us. The last person you need judging you is you. Stand by you, stand in your power, become your greatest ally. Call your power back from the people, the places, and the things that have siphoned out your energy time and time and time again. I am worthy. And we have the scarab beetle. And the scarab beetle says, magic works through you. You are worthy of the magic that is within you. And it's not because you had to earn it. It's not because you're perfect, right? It's because we continue to allow those experiences to move through us instead of becoming them. And sometimes we sit and wait until we feel like we are worthy, or someone comes along and tells us that we are worthy before we begin allowing that magic to shine, before we start sharing our gifts. Maybe your gift is artistry. Maybe it's singing. Maybe it's dancing. Maybe it's cooking. Maybe it's traveling the world. Maybe it's astrology, the esoteric. Maybe it's creating spaces for others. Maybe it is healing. Maybe it is assisting those who are going through difficult times themselves. Whatever your art, whatever your gift, it's time to let it shine. This is a lucky time. This is a golden time, a golden opportunity. And Spirit says, share your gifts, because that worthiness isn't something you have to achieve. When we reclaim our power, something magical happens. We remember. We remember we are worthy. Through every experience, through every lesson, through every moment of joy or heartbreak, each one of those moments prepares us to become, to remember a very unique presence. If our expression becomes a very unique expression, and it's of that divine creativity, because that miracle energy we talk about, that miracle isn't something outside of us that we have to go get. You are part of that miracle. And it's like Spirit's asking you to believe that. Allow yourself to believe that. Beaver Spirit, I am whole. I lay a solid foundation. This is solid foundation. And it reminds us that great things, they're not built all at once, right? It comes through one act of kindness or one healthy boundary. It's one courageous decision to allow that magic to flow, right? It's one day after another after another. It's not it it's not easy come, easy go. And it's not one that can be shaken by fear, because they know they are protected and they have a right to feel the way they feel. It can't be shaken, not by disappointment, not by uncertainty. This is stability. It's something you can stand on. It's becoming someone who can really weather every single storm, every single season without forgetting who they are, without forgetting the magic within them, the uniqueness, the power, the protection. Brick by brick, step by step, we have laid a solid foundation, and it's time to claim it. Love, love is all around. It's number 41. This is the Nightingale spirit. And love is powerful, is it not? That's a powerful love. It is a love with the power to transform. But this is where we say, I am sovereign. This is coming out of isolation. Look at that bird. He's not caged. He's not caged. He's crowned. That love is powerful. And it's not something that is given, right? It's not something that comes from outside of us. It's not building walls and cages and locks and doors. It's like spirit is coming in and asking us to remember, right? That love is always present. It is all around us, but it is all through us. It is in us. And that sovereignty means choosing which voices, right, deserve access to our hearts. It means refusing to allow that fear to become louder than the love that we hold. To remember, you know, the deepest guidance we can ever receive, some of the deepest guidance, doesn't come from the noise out there. It's not going to come through podcast, through videos, through books, through teachings. It's a quiet, it's a quiet wisdom. Hmm. When you know who you are, love doesn't feel like something you have to chase. It becomes something that you actually radiate. And when you radiate that, those that are aligned with your soul are going to recognize that light. They naturally gravitate. Your heart's desires, your dreams, your wishes. They naturally gravitate toward you. They are there. It is that shift. I feel like a shift, a big shift. It's moving. This is almost like moving from a place where life happens to us to a place where life happens for us. It's moving from one timeline to a higher timeline because we have bat spirit. And I can't believe this card fell out where it fell out because this is where we declare, I am free. And bat spirit says, a rebirth is assured. Those rebirths aren't just about what's ending. This is the new. This is what's beginning. It's about what becomes possible because something ended, right? Every season asks us to release something, whether it's an old identity, it could be a limiting belief, a relationship, a fear, um, a version of ourself, right, that no longer fits who we are today. And while it can be uncomfortable, right, it's like spirits reminding us that rebirth is waiting on the other side. You are not losing yourself, you're remembering yourself. You're not escaping, you're becoming free. And freedom is found when we finally stop carrying what no longer belongs to us and we're asked to trust the transformation because you were never meant to stay the same. You were never meant to be today who you were yesterday, right? I posted a short, and it was a bit of a bold move because while I've told a lot of people my story, I haven't ever really told people here on this channel. But when I broke my spine at the T12 and the surgeon said it was inside the nerve canal, that hospital called 7 different surgeons. There was only one willing to even touch me. And even when I went in and showed them that I could stand after I'd been home for a while, he lunged forward to catch me and yelled, "Don't do that. You can't do that." And when I went back and showed them that I could walk, that I could take a step, the same thing. Don't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't twist. You can't bend. You can't turn. You can't heal. You can't stop taking these medicines. You can't get rid of the pain. You're going to spend the rest of your life in a wheelchair. And if you try to stand, you're going to put yourself there quicker, paralyzed. They didn't even want me breathing. And that was when I looked at them and said, there's one thing I cannot do, and that is that I cannot come back here because I can stand and I can walk and I will walk and I can get rid of this pain and I can heal. But it takes that determination, it takes that spirit, it takes that fearless power within us that says that love is so powerful that it can bring in this transformation. It can bring in this rebirth. This phoenix will rise. 6 affirmations, 6 invitations, 1 beautiful journey back to yourself. So today, Spirit is reminding us that I have a right to feel. I have a right to step back. I have a right and will not judge myself for reclaiming my power. I am worthy of the magic that runs through me. I am whole and laying a solid foundation. I am sovereign because love is all around and all through me. And I am free. This rebirth is assured. So I ask you, just carry whichever affirmation speaks to you most deeply to your heart this week, right? Write it down. Speak it to yourself often. Let it become part of the way you see yourself. Because every time you choose love over judgment, or over fear, or truth over illusion, you become a little more of who you actually came here to be. I love you all. I do. I have a deep love for humanity. So I thank you for being here. And for those who resonate, hey, drop your affirmation in the comments. I'd love to send you some love and support. Thank you. I am now going to return your energy to you, pure and whole, as I receive my energy back, pure and whole, so that only love remains. And peace.